Driver fuel area. Lights, left, right, four-way, marker, parking, clearance and reflectors. Check, acronym, temp left right turn signal front of vehicle and clearance and ID lights on top of vehicle. All working properly, well secured, amber in color and clean clear of debris. Low and high beams, clear in color, operational and clean clear of debris. The clearance lights indicate the vehicle is 13 feet 6 inches tall and the ID lights indicate the vehicle is a minimum 8 feet wide. All are amber in front and red in the rear. Door and mirror must be well secured, open and closed properly, and all glass must be in place, not cracked or broken. Rubber seal in place, soft, pliable and not leaking. Mirror bracket must be well secured to door and mirror must be well secured to bracket with glass not cracked or broken or missing. Fuel tank, caps and leaks must not be cracked, bent or leaking. Secured to frame with at least 2 metal straps with rubber backing to prevent wear. Must have fuel cap secured with a chain and a soft, pliable rubber seal to prevent leaks. Catwalk and steps well secured and not excessively worn. Not cracked, bent or broken. Free of grease, oil and debris. Drive shaft, well greased at all grease fittings, not cracked, bent or broken and no man-made welds. Coupling U-joint secure, free of foreign objects, all nuts and bolts appear tight and no man-made welds. Exhaust system. No missing parts. Not cracked, bent, broken, or leaking. Black soot will be present around the crack if there are any leaks. Well secured to frame with proper clearance from cab, fuel tank, air lines, and electrical lines. If it is a straight exhaust, it must have a rain guard. Frame appears solid, no cracks, broken welds, or other damage. Rear axle and wheels. Drive tires. 1. Can be recapped or regrooved. 2. Must be same size and type, a minimum of 232-inch tread depth for every major groove and evenly worn. 3. Check tires from top to bottom, side to side, front to back for any bulging, cupping, cuts, scrapes, or tread separation. 4. Tire pressure should be 100 to 110 psi or as stated on the sidewall of the tire. 5. Check tires with a tire gauge or thumper when tire is cold. 6. Valve stem must be secured, straight, not cracked, cut or leaking and must have a metal cap. 7. Tires must have a space between rims and tires equal to 3 inches between rims and 5 inches between tires and free of debris. Rims, define as steel or aluminum. Describe as round, not cracked, bent, broken and no man-made welds. Lug nuts, all present and appear tight. Check the lug nuts. If a lug nut is loose, describe how you know. Signs of a loose lug nut would be rust on a steel rim and white powder on an aluminum rim. If a lug nut is cross-threaded, it will be shiny. Rear brakes. 1. Hoses and lines. Not cracked, leaking, or legally spliced. 2. Drum and lining shoes. Drum not cracked or damaged, smooth surfaced and evenly worn, no missing bolts, no man-made welds and clean clear of grease. Oil and debris. Brake shoes must have a minimum of 1/4 inch of pad lining remaining, not cracked or broken, no man-made welds and clean clear of grease, oil and debris. 3. Brake chamber. Well secured to the axle, clamp well secured and nothing cracked, damaged or leaking. 1 inside every inside tire, 2 per axle. 4. Slack adjuster. Well secured to the pushrod with pins and cotter pins, cannot be cracked or broken and no more than 1 inch of free play. Axle seals, 1 on the axle of each inside drive tire and on the outside of axles, 4 per axle. All bolts nuts appear tight, not leaking and filled to the proper level with 90-weight gear oil. If leaking, there will be oil on the rim, tire, brake parts and ground, which could cause brake failure or fire when driven. Check the seals, both inner and outer, and tell the examiner these seals are not leaking. Rear drive suspension. Describe the tractor drive suspension. Hanger and control arm, hanger well secured to frame, nuts bolts appear tight and not cracked, bent or broken. Control arm well secured to hanger and not cracked, bent or damaged. No man-made welds on either one. Airbags and shock absorbers, both well secured to frame on top and control arm on the bottom. Neither cracked, bent, broken or leaking. Hydraulic shock must have soft pliable rubber bushings. U-bolts, steel bushing or saddle and anchor plate, steel bushing, axle and control arm well secured by U-bolts and nuts appear tight under the anchor plate with nothing cracked, bent or broken. Vehicle rear. Mud flap splash guards, mud flaps present and well secured 4.5 inches off of the ground to prevent debris form hitting vehicles behind you. Splash guards also present and well secured. Lights and reflectors, check, left-right turn signals, 4 ways, tail lights and brake lights. All working properly, red in color and clean clear of debris. Backup light, clear in color. Reflectors not cracked, broken or missing and clean clear of debris.